Hi everyone, it's Jan Lundy with The Kindest Thing, and welcome back to my video newsletter. This is volume 2. I'm so excited you're here and journeying with me deeper into self-compassion. Self-compassion, as you may or may not know, is having a deep understanding, empathy, kindness, extending tenderness towards yourself in moments of suffering, moments of difficulty, times of great challenge, just like you would anyone else who is having a difficult time. And we are having, all of us, many difficult moments all throughout the day, aren't we? Either with ourselves, with others, with our workplaces, our families, our health. The kindest thing is a radical act of self-compassion. So what that means is when you can recognize that you're in a moment of suffering, you can extend kindness towards yourself to do the very best thing for your well-being. So in that moment of recognition, you would say to yourself, what is the kindest thing I can do for myself right now? And then you would do it. The thing I'm asked most often by people is, but how do I know what the kindest thing is? There's so many things I could do. And that's true. The kindest thing is based on very good self-awareness, knowing how to be attentive to your body and listen to it, your thoughts, your emotions, and then when that has been discerned, to make a genuinely kind and compassionate choice for yourself. So in many cases, it's a first response. It's kind of like 911. What's the most gentle, soothing, calming thing I can do for myself? And maybe that's to come back to your breath, which is why last week I shared with you compassionate breathing. We have to find a way, we have to have a method, a foundational piece that can bring our attention back from the emotion of the moment, whether it's fear, anxiety, worry, indecisiveness, potential conflict, and stop to get clear. So the breath practice is really essential for that. So when we do that, we come back to our breath. We can ask the question, so what is the kindest thing I can do for myself in this moment? And know what to do on a deeper level. So perhaps it is to step away. Perhaps it's to take some time off. Perhaps it's to take a nap, rest, take a hot bubble bath, get a massage. But truly, the kindest thing can go much deeper than that. We can comfort ourselves, yes, but we can also transform ourselves by doing the kindest thing. So perhaps in a certain situation, you realize that the kindest thing is to say yes to yourself and no to something else. Perhaps it's creating or establishing a clear boundary about an issue or a person. Perhaps it is stepping away from a situation that is harming you. Perhaps it's having the wisdom to look at a compulsion or an addiction, something you're doing that really in the long term is not kind. Do you see what I'm getting at? There's a point of discernment here because there are layers and layers and layers of kindness and compassion. And each of those actions takes us into a calmer, clearer, wiser place where we are a virtuous human being. We're connected to our true self. We're connected to our higher power as we understand it. And it can all happen through simply choosing what is the kindest thing I can do for myself in this moment. So thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for being part of this community, this growing community of self-compassionate people and people who care deeply about kindness. Because when we are self-compassionate, we will in time be more compassionate with others. Our own kindness towards ourselves manifests as kindness towards others. And by doing the good work of self, we literally are changing the world.